sir. '78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC, Lions Den basketball community in this case. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new one. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. And of course, I got my brother Amherst Logic in the building, here to talk about them Bucks, you dig? Talking about
yes, sir. Salute to the general. Salute to the LDBC. Let's get it in.
Yeah. See, I don't know why they thought we was defeated or something. Why do you think we ain't laying down for nobody? We coming back. Bruh. Next year. We finna be on y'all forehead every single year, homie. This is what's happening. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting rid of us because Jimmy Butler decided to wear deodorant this year. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got time for that. We got time for that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, hey, how you been though, bro?
Oh, not too bad, man. Not too bad at all, man. I thought it'd be kind of a tail off for the Bucks in the offseason, but it's still cracking with the Bucks. Still a lot going on and a lot up in the air. So just staying with that content, pumping it out, bro.
Yes, sir. So, man, look, all right. We got put out first round by Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? Something neither one of us was expecting. You know what I'm saying? But it happened, and Mike Budenholzer was fired, something that we both wanted. Get him out of here. And now the Bucks, we had a lot of options. You had Doc Rivers, you had Monty Williams, you had Nick Nurse, and you had Charles Lee.
Yeah, Kenny Atkinson. Kenny Atkinson, the assistant for Golden State.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bucks had a lot of options. The Bucks decided to go with a rookie head coach. He's been an assistant coach for years, and Adrian Griffin from the Toronto Raptors. Nick Nurse didn't get the job, but his assistant got the job. What was your first reaction to that?
At first, I think it was a good move because I had to think about it from the Bucks' perspective. At first, I was like, man, we should have signed Nurse. Nurse is proven this and that. And then I started thinking about the financials, and then I started hearing grumblings from players about interactions with Nick Nurse. He's not really a player's coach, and he's not big into development talent. He's more so of an X's and O's guys, kind of from that pedigree of like Thibodeau. Right. And I don't know if that actually would work for the Bucks. And then doing additional research and talking to people, Adrian Griffin comes with a lot of kudos, and a lot of players speak highly of Adrian Griffin, especially about player development, connecting with players. And I've been hearing that it might be Griffin that might be the architect behind the Raptors defense more so than Nick Nurse. So we will see. And also we got to take in consideration salary cap and all that. So obviously Adrian Griffin being a first-year coach is going to come a lot cheaper than Nick Nurse, a proven coach. So those are all things that people need to consider in making these moves. Also, if you have players like internally, like Chris Middleton and Giannis signing off on Adrian Griffin, that's for a reason. They're not doing it for no reason. They want to win a championship, and clearly they feel that this coach has the tools to get them back to where they need to go. So once I saw the sign of confidence from Giannis and Middleton, that really reinforced my positivity towards Adrian Griffin.
Absolutely. When I was happy when I heard it, the news. I said, okay, this is a wild card. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the Bucks are going in a different direction. We need a shakeup, man. We need a shakeup.
Yeah.
I don't want Nick Nurse there. Nick Nurse is not a player's coach. I didn't want Doc Rivers. I didn't want Monty Williams, who was out-coached by a bum in our coach, Budenholzer, out-coached Monty Williams. So,
you know what though, not to cut you off, Sammy, just to say this real quick, Doc Rivers is still living off of old bodies. Doc Rivers is still living off a 2008 championship. He ain't done nothing since. That's almost 20 years ago. we gotta be real. Maybe Doc Rivers ain't what we think he is. That's all I want to say. It'd be too much about Doc Rivers. He all sizzle, no steak, bro.
Yeah, Doc Rivers is an old school coach. He's from a different era, man, and we need some fresh blood in here. And Adrian Griffin puts me in the mind of a Darvin Ham. I think that he's a player coach. I think he knows how to relate to the players. He was a former player not too long ago, and I think that players are going to play hard for him because they want him to be successful, and they can relate to him. So I think this is a good look for the Bucks. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm energized. I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, we got some. You know what I mean? And then a good thing is he don't come in with all these expectations. Doc Rivers, it would have been a media circus if we would have hired him. Every game we lose. Oh, is Doc Rivers on the way out? We ain't got time for that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I completely agree. And the other thing, just the piggyback off what you were saying about Adrian Griffin, another positive about him is that he was a defensive-minded player. He was a person that was a blue collar. He came to work, played hard, and I think that that'll resonate with him as a coach as well. And other players will respect how hard he played as an NBA player. I think there's just a lot of positives that'll start to come up about Adrian Griffin as the new season comes along.
That's a fact. We also have free agency. We got Chris Middleton who has a player option. We don't know if we're going to bring him back or if it's going to be a sign of trade. We don't know. Then we got Brook Lopez. We have what's the boy name from Australia?
Ingles.
Joe Ingles.
Okay. Dragic.
Yep. We got Jay Crowder.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Who should we bring back for sure? If we should bring anybody back, if you think?
I think we do need to bring back Crowder just because we gave up so much for Crowder and never played him. And I think with the preseason under his belt and off-season training that we might see the old Crowder. I do think he has more gas in the tank than Ingles. I think Ingles is solid, but I don't think he helps us at this time. We need to get a little bit younger, and we need to get rid of some of these veterans in order for a youth movement. You have Giannis. Giannis can't go up and down the court with all these old players, especially if they're talking about keeping Chris and Lopez. I mean, we got to sacrifice some other stuff try to get some youth on this team. And I'm still up in the air about Lopez. I feel like if you're 35, I can't expect you to play like you did last year, especially when it's a contract year. We've been fooled too many times with people having a good year and contract year throughout the NBA. Heck, it happened to us going back, depending on how old the audience is, going back to Tim Thomas. Tim Thomas has been the king of contract year 20 and 10. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I always take that with a grain of salt. And I just feel like at 35, and he's coming off the year he did, we would get a lot of value for trading Lopez for a younger center and maybe some assets. That's just my opinion, though.
You know what, man? I'm with you on that. I think that I would hate to see Brook go, man, because I like Brook, but as good as he played last year, I think we missed our window, man. We missed our window to win with that. You know what I mean? Brook played good a few years with us, and we missed that window. I think as good as he played, somebody gonna want Brook.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think a sign of trade for Brook Lopez would be dope. If we can do that, get some pieces back for him, some good quality pieces, man.
And maybe some draft picks too, 78.
Yeah, we got no draft picks, man. We got no draft picks, you know what I mean? We done gave up. We ain't got no future. You know what I'm saying? We were built to win. We were built to win immediately. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? So
we got no future. Right.
It's crazy. So, but Chris Middleton. So the thing is, if we do get rid of Brook, do we also get rid of Chris and just go all the way out, and just redo the whole thing, or do we try to bring Chris back for another year? But $40 million is a lot of money for his production, man.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Chris, it'd have to be at a discount. If he's saying $40 million, sign and trade. If he's saying like in the high 20s, maybe low 30, like 30, I would consider it. But if he's saying he want 40, no, I'll get him up out of here. That's ridiculous. That's just for someone. I mean, if he was averaging 27 a game, you know what I'm saying? It'd be different. But you barely be averaging 20. That'd be like your apex, averaging 20, 21. That's not a $40 million a year guy. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion.
Yeah, and that comes with like 5 turnovers. You know what I'm saying?
So, it's coming with 5, guaranteed.
Yeah, so it's crazy. So if it's up to me, man, Chris got to go, man. I love Chris to death, man. He's a buck, man. I'm always gonna remember him and appreciate him. But it's time to move on, man. We got to move on from Chris. Sign and trade him. If somebody want him, like you said, if we can keep Chris for $25 million a year, hey, I keep him.
Right.
For 25. I think he's worth 25.
Agreed.
But anything over that, no, bro, you're not worth it no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Slow, you get destroyed defensively, you turn the ball over, and then sometime your offense. It ain't like you like clutch in the offense.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
he has his moments, but it just be too up and down. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, absolutely. So I say bring back Jay Crowder. I don't think it's fair that he didn't get a chance to play last year.
Agreed.
I mean, I think Budenholzer really lost faith in Jay Crowder right away, too early. They had the wrong. Budenholzer was too stubborn. He had the wrong game plan. He refused to double team Jimmy Butler and take the ball out of his hands. He allowed Drew Holiday to get smashed. You know what I'm saying? So we need to play. I think we need to play our rookies, man. We need to play Marshawn Beauchamp and Billy the Kid, AJ Green.
Yep, that's hilarious, Billy. I like that. I like that. Gunner. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
salute. I like that.
Yeah, I like Billy the Kid, man. That boy come in and he gunning right away. Yeah. Boom, boom. He got no fear in his heart, and that's a sign of a good player.
Exactly.
He got guts.
And you see the difference that type of player can make. You see, we the reason that we resurrected Duncan Robinson from Miami. Now look at him. And I see AJ Green along them same lines as a Max Strus or Duncan Robinson to just come in just on fire, yoga flame right away. And you need those type of players. We haven't had one. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Connaughton and Grayson, but y'all not that. The way you can just see AJ Green, it just looked like a pure shooter out there. His form is interesting, but the result is what you want.
Yeah, Grayson, I'm done with Grayson, bro. Me personally, I'm done with Grayson because Grayson is scary to me. In the regular season, Grayson will shoot. In the playoffs, Grayson always hesitate. He pump fake. Mm-hmm. And like, dude, that split second of you hesitating cost us a bucket, man. I'm tired of him doing that. Every year he do that, man. Like, come on. And this is another thing. Get rid of, what's his name? What's dude's name, man? On the bench, man, for us, man. I'm having a brain fart.
What the Nassas?
Backup shooting guard.
Pat Connaughton.
No. Wesley Matthews, bro.
Oh, Wesley Matthews. Yeah, he can go too.
He gotta go. Wesley Matthews always hurt. Always something weird going. We didn't win a championship with him. Right? He bad luck, just like George Hill. George Hill going. I'm for real, bro. I want Wesley Matthews going. He bad luck, bro. This dude is janky, man. Every time I see Wesley come onto the floor in a playoff game, I'm like, man, here we go, man.
Right.
Like, please get the jank off of him, man. This dude is janky, man. This dude is just janky.
Look at 78 moonwalking on him, y'all. Pay attention. He moonwalking on West right here. Pay attention.
Man, I want this dude out of here, Wesley Matthews. I mean, he played hard, man, but he bad luck.
Yeah, that's it.
I think some players are just bad luck, man. Like Chris Paul. Ain't nobody with Chris Paul ever gonna win nothing. Forget about it. Chris Paul, he a point guard and all that, but he bad luck. He janky, bro.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel the same. Some players just ain't meant to win a champion. You go back to T-Mac. T-Mac, every time they get in the playoff, his whole team hurt. Just him. Every time. So yeah, just be like that sometimes. Sometimes it's just not meant. You just not meant to win no chips. And I think that is what it is for West. Yeah. So yeah, I'm ready to move on. I'm indifferent about Dragic though. I just don't know because we didn't play him, so I don't know what his left or don't got left. But I know he's solid though.
Yeah, we didn't just see what Dragic can do. So we're gonna have to keep some of them guys see what they can do. But I'm not totally against Ingles unless we can get a bag for him. If we can get something for him, a good return to young players, fresh legs, I'm with it. Mm-hmm. But I'm not totally against Joe Ingles.
Yeah, same. I'm not totally against it if it's affordable price. He does bring some positives to the table. It's just his defense. He's barbecue chicken. That's the problem.
Yeah, defense is horrible.
Yeah,
so I'm interested. I'm excited to see what Adrian Griffin is going to bring to the table and what type of defensive schemes he run with the Bucks and half-court offense, man.
Yeah,
we got to do the half-court offense, man.
We got to start running them AAU plays. We need to do what everybody else is doing. Use your two best players in the pick and roll. This ain't rocket science, y'all.
Man, it's not, bro.
Dude, I just don't understand. If we getting killed by the pick and roll, why would you not do the same thing?
Man, I never understood that with the Bucks, man. I'm like, yo, when Giannis and Middleton do the pick and roll, they're killing it.
They're killing it, bro.
When Giannis and Drew Holiday do the pick and roll, they're killing it. Why do we not do that consistently? Well, you need a bucket. I don't understand it for the life of me, man. Don't understand.
It just got me tight. You know what we need to look forward to? 78 was going to be huge, and I'm sure they plotting this out. Adrian Griffin, with his first interview with the media and all that about him being hired, and it's kind of foreshadowing what he is going to do with the Bucks. Right. I think that's going to be huge because it's just a lot of back and forth with Bucks Nation about this hiring. So I think whatever he says at that initial news conference is going to be key to kind of galvanizing the Bucks Nation and to make people confident in this decision, especially him being a first-year head coach. This first interview will be key, I think.
That's a fact, man. Yeah, man. Well, man, I want to thank you for joining me, man. We're going to keep this one short and sweet, bro. But
yeah, we'll be back at it. You know, this the team right here, bro.
All day.
We're going to be back at it. Absolutely. I appreciate you having me on the platform, 78. You one of the realest ones I know on this YouTube and in real life as well, bro. So salute to you, the LDBC and your movement. And if y'all looking for the best possible boxing content on YouTube, there you go.
Yes,
that
sir.
Man right there, 78 Sports TV. There it is.
That's a fact, man. I appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Y'all can find me on YouTube at Amherst Logic. I'm on Twitter as well, Amherst Logic. And I'm always collabing as much as I can with 78 because we on the same wavelength about Bucks and where we want the Bucks to go. So I appreciate you having me on your platform, 78, and look forward to connecting with you again, sir.
Yes, sir. Make sure you go check out the homie Amherst Logic, man. Best Milwaukee Bucks content on the internet.
Thank you,
man, we're gonna be back with some more as the season gets closer and more information on the Bucks come out. We're gonna be back with some more information, man. Salute to you, homie. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
All right, yes, sir. Peace.
All right, go.